Because, you know, being on time is good. That's what we try and push in our school. Welcome to the concert, everyone. You guys are doing a great job. You keep it up, all right? These guys are grading you. We talked about it. We have a rubric set up. So if you told your kids to clean their room, I think they're starting at a disadvantage this evening. So just keep that in mind. This is the Knowlton band, 4th and 5th grade. We've had a lot of fun this year. We've worked very, very hard. And we're going to kick it off for you with a piece called Cowboy Cattle Drive. Kind of like the Cowboy Cattle Drive. They used to deliver mail, you know, with horses and carriage. We're going to go ahead and do it by human bodies this evening as we send a piece of music back to the percussion section. Because I found their music after our dress rehearsal, and I thought that someone might come to me before, but they did not. We're a work in progress. We learn as we go. This is what we do. Are we ready? Yeah! I give to you Cowboy Cattle Drive. Taking you to another time period, we're going to go ahead and kick it back a little bit further, back to where there were knights and the round tables, and more knights, more tables. This is the Quest of the Black Knight. This piece is actually very interesting, and I think it's interesting just because of how old, or should I say how young they are, and able to experience different time changes in a piece of music. Not the easiest thing in the world to do as a musician. They'll tell you, but they do a very good job with it. So here is our piece, The Quest of the Black Knight. part of my soul just died right there. There it is on the floor. I tell the kids every time an instrument falls, part of me dies, and they're like, and boom, and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go home. So yeah, that's my life. Hi, welcome to 4th and 5th grade. I'm sure some parents out there go, that's the instrument I pay for every single month. There it is on the floor. I told them to hang on to it. Yep, I'm with you. I'm trying. A couple of quick announcements for you guys. Tonight is being videoed by BCTV. Give it up for BCTV. So if for some reason some family members weren't able to make it or make the trip up or didn't feel well or whatever, got to go on a trip, it didn't take us with them, I get it. They'll be able to watch it on BCTV. It'll be up in a couple of weeks. This is their busy time, so they're cranking out a ton of stuff. So just expect it to be on BCTV. Also, if you don't want to sit there and just wait for it to come on TV, when it does launch, it will be on YouTube. And also, if you go to www.berwickmaine.org/BCTV, it'll be there as well. So, yeah, that's right. I know all of you have got it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Also, a couple of quick... Hey guys, how you doing back there? You good? We're having really good conversations back there. Stop it now. Some of them are still going. They're like, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. What are you doing? We like to have a lot of fun in band, so I can't fault them. A couple things for the parents. This is something I just want to briefly touch on for you guys. I find that at the end of the year, I get a bunch of emails about their instruments. So I figure if I tell you, there's like a 60% chance you'll remember, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'll just take care of it. So in terms of rentals, because every parent has this on their mind, they say, do I return the instrument and then re-rent in the fall? The answer is no. Okay, and the reason for it, I'm saving you money here, okay, so make sure you're paying really close attention. This is also a part of your grading process tonight. The answer for the no is you are still making payments towards that instrument. The minute you send back that instrument and stop, everything goes away. It turns into a true rental where you don't get any money back and you just give back the instrument. If you come back in the fall and start back over, you are literally starting back over. All the money you paid up to that point does not go back on your account. So let's say you were making $20 payments. I know, I wish it was $20. I know. I'm just doing this for easy math here. $20 a month. Let's say you have paid $500 by June. If you keep going, whenever you pay off the instrument, you're done. It's like a car payment. As soon as you hit the total value of that vehicle's yours. Except you don't have to go get a new vehicle because hopefully they've been keeping good care of them and that's yours and you don't have to buy a new one. So keep making those payments if they're going to continue band. If they are going to switch instruments, this is also very important. Keep making the payments. You can call the company and say, hey, I would like to change my trumpet into a flute. You will change that instrument into a flute. Whatever you paid on that trumpet is coming with that flute. So if you make the trade, you're not starting back over and having to pay off a huge balance. You just keep making payments until you pay off that flute. So you're saving money. So if you rent it through Music and Arts, that is a program they offer, which is why I always support that program because it saves you money. So if they're staying in band, do we turn it in? No. You guys are good. You guys are real good. They're doing good, right? Yeah. If you get bad grade, just come to me. I'll alter the report card. It's fine. So again, do not trade in the instrument. If you want to change the instrument, call and request a change. The balances carry over, okay? If they're done band, then that's something if you need to decide if you want to just see what's left on your balance and either purchase it and sell it yourself, or if you want to just turn it in and be done, that's, again, something you can look into and discuss. But I wanted to make sure that you were aware, because I know when the kids come in and ask these questions and they tell you the answers, half the time it's not what I said. I know that's weird. I know. Kind of like how some kids came to me today and said, hey, can I have that concert information paper? I was like, the pink one from a month ago? Yeah, that one. I was like, you didn't give it to mom and dad? Well, things happened. So, again, we're working on it. I just figured everyone's gone to school. We all get things sent home, so why reinvent the wheel? So, always, parents, a month before a concert, look for that paper because it goes out in their bags and it's colored. I pick a different flashy color so it's not white and it doesn't die in the bottom of their bags. So, there is that. All right, I have talked way too much, but I got a lot done on my list, so I feel really good about it. I only have 2 more things. I'm doing real good. All right, we're going to end this segment tonight with our final piece. I always like to play this piece twice. Not tonight. I mean, in terms of we played this at the district band concert. I know a lot of parents weren't able to make it, or you saw how many people showed up to that concert, like, oh my goodness, it's packed. So I want to make sure you were nice and comfy, and I want you to listen to it again, because things do change after a month and a half. This is our final piece with these 2 groups. It is called Ghostbusters. I almost forgot. Okay, cool. Here we go. Very quickly. I have this tradition, I'm big on traditions, that's just how I was raised, tradition is very important. I like to start something and I like to see it happen every single year. This is a piece that we like to call Monster Band. Monster Band, I know it's funny, haha, you can laugh, I heard you over there. They did it. Monster Band is a piece of music that I have as a graduation piece for the 5th graders that will be, sadly, leaving me. Again, every 5th grader leaves me, I don't like it. But these guys, this is their opportunity to play with me. I also welcome back former players that have either moved up to the middle school and have decided to stop band, kids that have moved out of district that have come back. I have, I think, roughly about 20 returners this year, which is pretty cool. Every year I like to see it grow bigger and bigger. It's very interesting to see the kids that I used to have switch instruments, go to something bigger and badder, and it's awesome. And you know, they're now just walking around like they own the place, and it's very interesting. I've had the opportunity to go to the middle school twice in the past couple of weeks to run rehearsals with the middle schoolers. And this is the first time that we're putting the middle schoolers with the 5th graders. So I call it Monster Band because it could be a friendly monster or a very angry monster. So this is our piece. Today's piece is called American Fantasy, Monster Band. Milton Chorus. Okay, it's comprised of just shy of 100 students. We are very lucky to have a school of just over 200 in band. I think we're at 94, 92, and then in chorus we're at like 96 or so.
Nice.
So really cool numbers to see in such a small school. Thank you guys, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, anyone who comes and supports your relative, your child, your friend's child. Your support means a whole world to them, and it means a lot to me too. It makes what I do a lot easier to know that that child goes home and has that support system in place to practice, to work hard. The band kids and the chorus kids work extremely hard. It is, and I tell them, this is their job. And at 4th and 5th grade, to do a job of this magnitude really is a testament to their hard work. They work day in, day out. Some days they don't work, and that's okay too, because we are building good people in our school.
Yes.
It's not just about you. My job every day is not to have the best musician in the room, it's to have a really good person in the room. Today's day and age, we need more smiles, we need more caring people out there. And that's what's the biggest thing. When I go home, I don't care if they can hit that note. I care that they're nice to each other and that they work hard in bettering themselves and their community. So that's a testament to you. We're going to get started. Our first song for you tonight is called In the Arms of an Oak.
Climbing high to the sky, growing ever closer by and by. There's no place that I would rather be than the arms of an old oak tree.
We are very lucky as a district to have such talented people. One of those people, I would not be able to do my job as well, and that's Mrs. Elaine Savage over on the keyboard. It's really a neat thing to be able to go to a concert and hear live music, and to afford the kids an opportunity to not only listen to recordings and work in class, but then know the final product will be live on an actual piano. It's an extra bonus that we get as addition, and we are very lucky. And I'm very appreciative of all your hard work, Miss Savage. Thank you so much. Our next piece for you this evening is Who Has Seen the Wind?
Passing through the wind is passing, passing through the wind is passing, passing through the wind is passing, the wind is passing through. Who has seen the wind? Neither I nor you. But when the leaves hang trembling, the wind is passing through. The wind has seen the rider, nor I seen it when the trees bow down their heads. The wind is passing by. Where are you going? And where have you been? Will we feel a gentle breeze when we visit once again? Passing through the wind is passing, passing through the wind is passing, passing through the wind is passing, the wind is passing through. Who has seen the wind? 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 Neither I nor you.
We are down to our final song this evening. Really quickly, dismissal procedure. Parents, you will report if your child is on stage here to pick them up after the concert. If they are up there, you will report there to pick them up. If you do not know where your child is, please take this last song as an opportunity to look for your child here or there. And if they are not in either section, then I hope you enjoyed the Knowlton School concert as normal. So thank you again. There are any band kids, all their instruments are in the back band room. So once you pick up your student or your child, my student, your child, sorry, sometimes I feel like they are my kids, then you may go grab their instruments. Make sure you grab their instruments, their music. We don't want to leave anything behind. So, that way we don't have to hunt it down later. I want to take a quick moment to thank my family who came out tonight. My wife, my kids, my sister, my whole family is here. It's great. The 1-year-old just started walking in the past couple weeks, and now she's like, "Here we go, Dad! I'm right here. There she is. She's ready. Let's go!" She's like, "But why isn't he coming to get me?" I demand to pick up. Here's our final song this evening. It is a piece called "Clap Your Hands and Sing." Thank you guys for being a great audience. Drive safe. Have a great rest of your summer.
Thank you. joyful jubilant song.